Hey ladies, this is Amber Mellon and welcome to my channel. If you are new here, my channel is all about being a salon suite owner, being an entrepreneur, motivation, inspiration, beauty, hair, makeup, and all things Amber Mellon life. So if you are here for it, girl, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and that notification bell so you never miss an upload from me. And I just want to say hey to all the ladies that recently subscribed to my channel. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for being down with the Mellon Girl crew. And I just want to say a big thanks to all my ladies who have been down with me since day one, who have already subscribed. Hey girl, how are you doing today? So today's video is going to be an exciting video as promised. One of my subscribers asked me if I could make a video about this, and here it is. Today's video is all about financing your suite, your salon loft, or whatever business that you are doing, okay? So I know you ladies were interested, how much does it takes to get your salon suite up, how much did I spend, and another one of the things that I mentioned is that I did get financing for my business. And this financing option that I actually went through is not through any banks. I actually got a line of business credit. So my husband at the time was trying to open up a business, him and a partner, and they kind of had already went through this. And so my husband directed me towards this particular company. Basically what I did was I was able to get 2 business credit cards from this company, a line of credit. I have one credit card that is a $10,000 credit card, and I have another credit card that is a $2,000 credit card, and it is designated for my business. So what the process was pretty decent. Like, it was easy breezy, like it wasn't hard. It's not a super quick process, and there are certain things that you have to have in place in order to get approved for this particular kind of business credit. So what I would advise you is, I'm definitely going to leave the link below to the credit application that you fill out if you ladies are interested in going through this route for your business. But what I would advise you to do before you apply for it is, I've been working on my credit, for years, and I finally got my credit to where I wanted it to be at about 1.5 years, 2 years ago when me and my husband applied for a house. So at this time, my credit was pretty good. So I don't know what kind of credit score you need to have, but I would hope that you know what your credit score is, and that your credit score is maybe like at least around like a 650, no lower than 635, but at least a 650. Mine was pretty high up there, probably at different credit reports report certain things. So my credit score was at least like almost a 700, if not a 700. One of my credit, like Experian and Equifax, they all report different things. One of them said like a 660, 670 something, and the other one was like a 700, 708. So it really just depends what the company, what they are pulling. I don't know if I'm making any sense, but don't you worry about that. I would just worry about what is your credit score. Also, make sure that if you do have any credit cards, that the balance on them is no higher than 20% of the balance. I know on your credit report it says keep balances 30% or lower, but I'm going to advise you that if you have any credit cards that have balances on them, you need to get them down to at least 20% or less, okay? If you could have 0 balances on them, that would be actually awesome and perfect, but we don't live in a perfect world. So if you could get them down to at least 20% or under. And then when you do apply for this credit, you want to make sure that you are following exactly to the T of what they tell you to do. So I'm just going to tell you what you can look at. The process is a 30-day process. So once you initially apply for the credit app, they're going to call you, they're going to tell you what you need to do. Everything that they tell you to do, you need to do exactly that. And during this time, you are not going to want to apply for anything. So if you're in the process of like buying a house, or you need to take out a loan for school, or anything like that, or you need to get a car or something, I definitely would not do this as of yet. I will wait till you do all those things and then try to do this. But at the time, I was not trying to apply for anything or get my credit enough to get anything. I just got a house, all that. So I was able to do this option. And when you are in the process of this whole getting approved for different credit cards, you're definitely going to want to not use any of your credit cards. If your credit cards have zero balances on them, you want to keep them 20% and under, okay? So during this time, so if it's rough right now and you're depending on credit cards and stuff, really think about, what are you going to use for that whole month to get you by before you get this credit card, So that's the advice I would tell you is, and then I think it didn't take like a full 30 days. I would say like that third week, I heard something back. And after that third week, it took me, after I got something back and I knew what I was going to be approved for, it took like another week or 2 weeks for me to actually get my credit cards in. So yeah, that is the route that I took. I got approved by Chase Inc. for $10,000, and I got approved for PNC Bank $2,000 credit card. So altogether, it was $12,000 that I got approved of for my business. And after you get approved for this business credit, and so what they're going to do is they are going to kind of like base off of your personal credit. That's what you're going to get approved for with your business credit. And once you get the business credit, your business credit is not going to show up on your personal credit report. So that's why it's called business credit. When you get your business card, it's going to say business, whatever, the name of your business, and then your name, because it's separate. So worst case scenario, you max out your cards, you're not being responsible with them, it's not going to reflect on your personal credit report. It's only going to affect your business credit, if that makes sense. But hopefully, if you ladies do this option, you'll be responsible. You'll only use your business credit cards for your business if you absolutely have to, get gas, whatever, get lunch, but you'll only use it for your business. So you have to be very responsible with these credit cards, because the good thing is once you're responsible, they'll increase your limit. So as you're using your business credit and then you start paying it off, and your credit card's under 20% or has a zero balance, they'll actually keep increasing your limit. So I applied for no more. It'll have like certain amounts that you want to ask for. I think my amount was like no more than $20,000. And you do not have to have a salon suite to do this. You can have any type of business. You can get anywhere from $10,000 to $50,000, $40,000, okay? But I don't want to be tempted. I didn't ask for that much, so I'm on the lower spectrum of things. It would have been nice for me to get $15,000, but I only got $12,000, which is still really good. So you definitely want to make sure that you're making your payments once a month, that you're keeping track of all your spending. I definitely keep track of all your receipts so you can use that at the end of the year for tax purposes. And yeah, so this is an option that can help you guys. It's not like a Quicken Loans thing. No, it's like a service where you have someone helping you get business credit for your business. Now you could do this. I know people who kind of do this themselves, but it takes longer when you do it yourself, and then you have to keep going off of your personal credit, so I know people that get one credit card, stay in good standing with that credit card, and then they get another credit card, and then they have multiple credit cards, so you could do that way. It just takes longer. you know, so maybe it might take 6 months at a time. But if you go this option that I did, you know, it just takes, the process is just 30 days. You'll find out what you're going to get approved for. And, you know, the people, they do charge a fee to do this for you, of course. So you'll have to pay a fee once you get your credit card, and they'll you can either pay them yourselves, or you can pay using your credit card. Yeah, and it's just as simple as that. So I'm definitely going to leave the information below so you guys can fill it out. Like I said, I just want you to keep in mind, it's a fairly it's not a like hard, strenuous process. It is fairly easy, but there are some things that you definitely want to have in place. So I just want you guys to keep that in mind. It's not like a quick fix to all things. You definitely want to know what your credit score is already. You definitely want to make sure that it's decent. I don't know what the requirements for them for your credit score, but I could tell you mine is like pretty much on the high side. I'm not saying that it has to be high to get approved, but it's just good to know. And you definitely want to make sure when you're going through this process of approval for this business credit that any personal credit cards that you have, that the balances are under 20%, and that when you're going through this process that you don't apply for any other kind of credit. You don't apply for a car, you don't apply for a house, you don't apply for anything, okay? You just don't do nothing. That's the best thing I can tell you, don't do nothing. So yeah, I'm super excited to provide this information for you ladies. If you are needing help with capital for your business, yeah, and just let me know if you do this process. You know, leave comments. You can ask me more questions. Some questions I won't be able to answer for you. You just have to go through the process. All I can tell you is that when I went through the process, I did exactly what the guy told me to. I provided him the information that he needed to have. I did exactly to the T of what he told me to do. And about, like, I would say about 3 weeks, almost 4 weeks, I knew my answer. You know, what I got approved for, how many credit cards that I got. And I probably got my credit cards within a week of, you know, after knowing what I got approved for. I got my credit cards within a week, no longer than 2 weeks. So I hope this helps you ladies. I hope it, you know, this capital, if you get approved for it, helps you with your business. I hope that you are diligent with this, and that you are responsible with this business credit, and use it for your business. I'm telling you ladies, don't want to get this business credit and just go balling out of control with it, okay? Because you can easily, you know, product colors, all that, decorations, business cards, I mean, you can easily rack up, you know? But the good thing with Chase Ink is that they do give you points towards purchases, and you can either get cash back or you can get gift options and stuff like that, which I also like. So let me know what you ladies think about this option. Please feel free to ask me any questions. I will answer them the best as I can. Again, the link will be below, and I've also posted this link in other videos. And I do want to let you guys know that if you do this process, I will get a referral credit. So I do want to let you ladies know that. So when you do apply for the application, you will see the name of my business, Rene and Bello, on the application, because you are being referred through me. So I do want to let you ladies know that. And, you know, just really consider, you know, is this a good time for you to get business credit? Are you in a bind with other credit cards? You know, when I went through this process, most of my credit cards were zero balance. I was really only using one credit card to get things done, and I was not in a bind with credit cards. So those are questions you want to ask yourself. Are you already in a bind with other credit cards? If you are, you know, I talk about strategizing to get the things that you want. Maybe you want to strategize of how to get those credit cards taken care of first before you do this option. Are you trying to get anything else? Like, are you trying to go to school? Do you need to take out a loan for school? Do you need to get a car? You know, are you trying to get a house? Those are the things that you need to ask yourself before you take this option. Like I said, it's a pretty easy pretty easy process, a 30-day process, but you know, you do want to have some things in place. I know I keep repeating myself, but I just really want you ladies to think about that. I don't want to like sound like I'm trying to sell you something that's like, I don't know, too good to be true, because you know, anytime you apply for credit, there are some things that you have to have in place, and you do need to be in good standing, you know, with the things that you pay for, like your car or, you know, your lights. You know, you definitely probably don't want to have any derogatory things on your credit. So I hope that helps. If you ladies know that you can check your credit report through what's that one credit, freecreditreport.com. I actually have a credit thing with USAA. That's who I bank with, so I get monthly credit alerts through them. So if you do want to check your credit report, if you have USAA, you can get that for like $5. If you don't bank with USAA and you want to know your credit score, I think it's freecreditreport.com. No, it's creditkarma.com. I'm sorry, creditkarma.com. That's who my husband goes through with, and he's able to check his credit report through them. You also are able to get one free credit report once a year, and I think that it's with Experian.com, or you go to freecreditreport.com and make sure it has the UTTPS or whatever, to make sure that that website is legit and it's not a scam site. So that you definitely want to pay attention in the web bar of what's before. I think it's HTTP that lets you know that it's a secured website. So if you go to a website and it doesn't have that, you know, I wouldn't trust it. But yeah, maybe I can look up the credit site for you guys and leave the link below. So I'll definitely try to do that. I hope you guys are excited about the information I've given you, and I hope you're able to do this if you can, and let me know how the process was. Let me know if you got approved for the credit. Let me know if I've helped you in some type of way. I love you ladies. I hope you're having a great day, and I'll talk to you later.